So you may have noticed that on the title, Proof by Example, I put a question mark at the end. You may be asking why. It's because you cannot prove something by an example. This proof by example doesn't work. You can use a counterexample to prove that something isn't, but you can't make a proof by an example, and I'll show you why. So our statement is if n plus m all squared is even, then m times n is even. And you may be thinking, okay, so what do you do? Well, let's just try subbing in some numbers to see why a proof by example does not work. Okay, so we're going to start off with saying n equals 2, m equals 4. So therefore 2 plus 4 all squared, which will equal 6 squared, which will equal 36, is even. But is 2 times 4 equals 8 even? Even. Perfect. This checked out. But now let's try a different example of n equals 2, m equals 10. So 2 plus 10 squared equals 12 squared equals 144. And 2 times 10 equals 20. Okay, see now, you may be looking at this and you're like, wow, I tried two things. They both worked out. Proved. Done. Check. But what happens if we say n equals 1, m equals 1? Then n plus m squared equals 1 plus 1 squared equals 2 squared equals 4. But 1 times 1 equals 1, which is not even. This is even. So therefore, we just showed that for at least one case, that this is not true. So if we look at above, at least one case where this is not true. So therefore, that is a big X, and it shows that you do have to prove something using algebra and letters and variables. While it is okay to disprove something using numerical examples, it is not okay to prove something using numerical examples. So then to finish off, I guess, this this proof in quotations, you will say that therefore, since for n equals 1 and m equals 1, the statement is not true. Done.